Thank you, thank you. How you guys doing? You good? Good. Love the warmth. I always have to introduce myself again when I do a show because I got one of those names, you know. My name's Funmbi Omotayo. That's my real name. I'm a Nigerian Brit. That's how I describe myself, you know. Which basically means I was born in England to Nigerian parents, so I'm staying. It's a Brexit joke. Remember that Brexit? Remember Brexit? Old school? Remember that? You know? This is like one of my first shows back. I haven't performed in a while. The show recently started talking about Brexit. They were looking at me like, what year is he from? Must be a historian or something like that. I've got a traditional Nigerian name. That's what it is. Funmbi Omotayo. So you can imagine if a name like that in school in England. I got picked on a lot. I got called a lot of names, but it wasn't so much like name calling. It was more like name suggestions. Like, have you tried Richard? It'll make our lives easier. Every time I get to a comedy show in London, I can see the look of frustration on the compere's face at the prospect of saying my name, you know? I got to one show, this guy's very clever, yeah. Oh, he just gets the crowd really hyped and says my name over the noise. They're gonna love this next comedian. Start the climb, start the hey! I'm in the back like, that sounded close. I used to get really offended though, you know, if people couldn't pronounce my name. They couldn't spell it properly, yeah. It just really pissed me off. And then the Eastern Europeans came to London and I realized some names are hard to pronounce. I'm staring at their names like, Mr. H, have you tried Richard? It'll make my life easier. Oh, there's benefits to having a traditional Nigerian name like mine, you know, there's benefits involved, yeah. Because on my driver's license, my full name, my full Nigerian name is Oluwafunbi Adedeji Omotayo. Yeah, man, that's my name on my driver's license. To most Nigerians, it's a pretty standard name, you know, but to everyone else, that shit looks like a Wi-Fi password. It's too many characters. There's a lot going on in the world. Everyone's upset. Everyone's protesting. Look at the protesting going on. Marching. That's what's up, man. Women are marching. Yeah. I went to the women's march. Not for the cause. The ratio was crazy. It was like 100 to 1. You had to scoop something, you know? I'm down with feminism, though. I'm on your side, ladies. I want you guys to win. Whatever you guys are fighting for, I want you to get it, you know? And I want you guys to know, from one minority to another, it's never gonna happen, okay? So, but keep that hope alive. Everyone's upset, man. A lot of changes post-pandemic, yeah. Gotta shift this pandemic weight. Then you check your Instagram photos from like 4 years and you realize, I've been fat for a minute now. This is just me. Can't say fat no more, yeah. Gotta say fluffy. Or plus size, you know, or big. That's what you say now, yeah. And I like that, you know. I'm glad fat people have found their voice. I like that, yeah. I think fat people should march. That's a good thing, you know. That's positive. Protesting. I went to a Black Lives Matter protest. Yeah, I'm no activist. It was the West End. I had a couple things I needed to return. I saw my people. I said, fuck it, let's march. They had police everywhere. Because it's the West End. You know, they thought we might start looting. I was like, that's not why we're here, fam. Although when we started walking past Selfridges, I was like, oh, if the man them are on it, though, you know. I'll get some Dior jeans real quick. You got to find a way to support a cause that benefits you. Because we marched for 3 hours. 2 hours in, I was like, fam, I think we've made a point, man, serious. Can't we go Nando's, man? I'm kind of peckish. You know that app in your phone that tracks your steps? I was getting notifications like, is everything okay today? You've hit your target for the year. So I said, fuck that, man. I'm not marching, you know? I'm going to read about activism, yeah. So I got Huey P. Newton's book. Now, Huey P. Newton was one of the founding members of the Black Panthers, yeah. Because I wanted to start light, you know? I got the book. The book was called Revolutionary Suicide. I said, yeah, this would be a good place to start. Opened up the book. First chapter, it said, to be a revolutionary, you must be prepared to die. I was like, let me check out Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom instead, because I'm trying to get out the game at some point, you know. There's a lot of talk around racism, you know, a lot of pressure during the protests, a lot of pressure on white people. I felt your pain, man, because everyone was asking questions. Why are you so quiet, white people? Can't you see what's going on? Why aren't you talking? And white people started talking. Everyone was like, white people, please stop talking. Just, we'll take it from here. I had my white friends DMing me on Facebook like, Funmbi, man, what can I do to help? I was like, you can give me money. And just, I didn't know what to tell them. A lot of discussions, a lot of race debates. I love that. That's what I love about racism in society. It becomes a race debate. You know, it's a good time for black people because we get to be on TV. And they get all the black people out, you know? It becomes a throwback to black people I haven't seen in years. I'm like, oh my God, is that Liv for Christie? Okay. I thought he was dead. Looking good though. Get that check, fam. We get John Barnes a lot. That's the go-to guy, yeah. Something racist happens, we call John. During the Liam Neeson incident, remember that? They asked Johnny's opinion, yeah. John said, we should give him a medal. They said, why is that, John? He said, because Churchill was racist, and we gave him a medal. I was like, I don't think that's why they gave him a medal, John. I think it was because of the war. But they say we have to have these difficult conversations, right? We have to have these difficult discussions. Is racism bad? Yes. It's not that difficult after all, is it? It's pretty straightforward if you think about it. Do you know what a difficult discussion is? Anal? That's a difficult discussion. Someone laughed over the punchline. You didn't hear it, did you? Yeah. I said, do you know what a difficult discussion is? Anal? That's a difficult discussion. We can talk about racism all night. You can't just slip anal in like that. That's no pun intended, of course. But they asked the question, why is it happening in society? They asked the question in football. They asked the question, why do we have racism in football? Have you ever been to a football game? It's like what? 3 o'clock on a Saturday, right? These guys have been drinking since Thursday, okay? It's a derby game. Everyone's amped up. Kickoff begins. All kind of fucked up songs being yelled out. Your mum's a slag, and we all know. Your mum's a slag, and we all know. In unison, you know? How do you draw the moral high ground in that moment? You can't come out of your mum's a slag, black bastard. Oh, Dave, come on. Keep it classy, okay? There's fucking kids around. Keep it in the parameters of banter. You know? I expect racial abuse at a football game, you know? If that happened at Wimbledon, I'd be like, ooh, that's a bit much. You hear black bastard at centre court, you have to check Hawkeye again, like. That was a tennis reference. All comes down to how you like your racism. Yeah. Do you like it subtle or do you like it in your face? I like that in your face shit. That's why I know where I stand, you know? I'm not being funny. I like that stuff. Because you know when someone opens a conversation with I'm not being funny, some good racism's about to follow. Why do people still open with that, you know? I'm not being funny. You never get to the end of the conversation and be like, hey, that was kind of funny, you know? Seriously. You weren't even trying. I gotta go. You guys have been a decent audience. I feel like we've, bonded at some point. From Hackney, actually. From Hackney. I was kind of hoping for a lift home. After this. Hackney's gentrified now, man. It's like Sakisha was saying. I think I said that name right. Forgive me. But it's gentrified now, man. I came out the station in Hackney the other day. This white guy offered me drugs. It threw me off completely. And he just came out with it, hey, fam, trying to buy some weed. I got so offended at first, right? Because I was just looking at him like, look at these white boys coming into our neighborhoods, taking our jobs. You guys have been a great audience. Thank you very much. Have a good night.